this is Terry Lynn Carrington, here to talk about triplet independence. The triplet is really important in jazz and music that is swing music, and there are a lot of approaches to triplet independence. One thing that was taught to me by the great Alan Dawson, who was an important teacher of mine. He has a lot of different theories on triplet independence, and one of them is playing different partials of each triplet. So if you break the partial into 3 beats, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, you have the first partial, the second partial, and the third partial. So if you play in your left hand the first partial while you're playing the jazz ostinato in your right hand, it sounds like this. If you play the second partial, it sounds like this. And if you play the third partial, it sounds like this. Now, another thing you can do is play 2 partials at a time instead of just one. So if you play the first and second, it sounds like this. And if you play the second and the third partial, it sounds like this. And if you play the first and third partial, it sounds like this. Now what you can do is change the voices of these partials. You can play them with your kick drum or your hi-hat, so it doesn't always have to be with your left hand. So you can play individual, or you can have 2 voices at once. So if you have 2 voices at once, it would be, say, the kick drum and the snare drum, playing with the ostinato on the ride cymbal and the hi-hat ostinato of 2 and 4. If I did the first and second partial, it would sound like this. Or it could sound like this if you did the opposite way. If you play the second and third partial, it would sound like this. Or if you put the first and third partial, it would be. And then, of course, you could do it with your hi-hat. And once you start having fun with that, you can see how useful it is in playing medium tempos.